What's going on YouTube? Lost Gamer 8519. Welcome back to the channel. My previous video was all internet pickups. This video is going to be all video game pickups from various places. Majority of the stuff this time is all from flea markets. 98%, 99% of it is from flea markets. So first, I'm going to start with the flea market from Georgia. We went down, me and my girlfriend went down to Georgia, I believe a few weeks back, or almost a month ago, I would say. And I always try to hit the flea market down there. The same one I always go to. It's pretty damn big. The first thing I actually found when I first got there was in the very first aisle. This lady was selling, just miscellaneous items throughout her table. And I saw a brand new sealed copy of New Super Mario Brothers Wii U. Brand new sealed. I mean, I picked it up, looked at it, like the seal wasn't broken. It was pretty much in really good shape, and I was expecting to hear like $20, $30 for it when I asked her, but she only asked for $1 for it. So my eyes got like really wide when I heard that. And I just hurried up and gave her the $1 and went along my way, but sold that copy away, flipped it. And I'm going to use that profit towards other games in the future, probably towards my import shooters that I'm trying to get. So these two games I'm going to show first. I'm not going to keep. I just haven't had the chance to clean them up and put them online yet. So the first game is Star Wars 2: The Force Unleashed for the Wii. Not a big Star Wars fan at all. So, I get a lot of shit because of that, because I don't like Star Wars, or I don't know much about Star Wars. I'll be honest with you, I have not seen one Star Wars film. I attempted to watch one a long time ago, probably like the older ones that first came out, and I just can't get into that. I'm not a big sci-fi kind of guy. There is some sci-fi movies I do like, but, Star Wars is just not for me. I don't know. So, I picked this up for like, I believe 50 cents or something like that. Iron Man 2, this was also 50 cents from the same guy. I think this is the one that's missing the manual, yeah. Missing the manual on that one. I believe the other one is complete though. Yeah, this one is. But those two are going to get sold off anyway. Don't really care about those two games. Surprised to see a Dreamcast game, this Test Drive V-Rally. I believe this was like $2. I believe. I don't know. I don't remember. It was cheap as hell though. Most of these games I got under $5. Very happy to get this. I only had the disc for the game, and I had a custom case or custom cover printed out for it. So this is an upgrade for sure. And now I have a complete jewel case copy. Juice 2. I have not played this game yet. I don't believe. I was a big fan of the first Juice game. I played that on the original Xbox for like hours. I was a big fan of the import scene anyway, but there was something on the first installment of this series that what made me really enjoy the game was like when you race other people in the game, when you race for pink slips, and you can actually lose your car. All your mods, all the money and stuff you put into it, you lose your car. It was more along the lines that gave you that feeling of risking a lot of things when you're risking your car to race other people and try to win their car. And I remember specifically when I played that game, I raced this one guy and I lost, and I tried to turn off my game before it saved, but that didn't work either, so I lost my car. But I really had fun with the first game. Haven't played this one yet, so looking forward to trying this out. Picked up some Xbox games for the collection. I'm still shooting for that full set. Still far as hell away from completing it, but one step at a time. Battlefield 2, Modern Combat complete. Picked that up for I believe $2. This one, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This was $1. Didn't have that. Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. This was also $1. Did not have this. So those are just, titles I did not have in my collection so far. I don't know much about those games. Deck of Sports. This was $2. For the Wii, I am missing one of them. I believe I'm missing number 2 now. I have 1 and 3. These games are pretty cool. It's pretty much a compilation of a bunch of mini games, like mini sports games. Fun little series to play when you have friends over. So very cool. Very happy to get this. Now I'm just looking for number 2, I believe, to complete that. So that was all my Georgia stuff. Moving on. Everything else is going to be back in my area. This game was a random stop at 2nd and Charles one day. I was just in the area and I randomly stopped just to look around. And this game looked pretty interesting. It's Psy Girls for the PS2. The only reason why I thought this was cool because you can play this game 2 different ways. If you look on the back here, if you can see that without that glare, it's a double disc game, but each disc is pretty much a separate character. Like they have a disc for each one of these girls. That if you want to play as a ninja warrior or a weapons specialist. So I thought that was a pretty cool idea. Never heard of this game before, so I thought it was pretty interesting to pick up. It was $5, so why not? We'll give that a try when I get a chance. Back over here. These 2 games, I went to a flea market a friend of mine told me about that was near his house. I've never been there before. We've driven by it a couple times, but he always told me there was like a lot of resellers and stuff. But you know, I might get lucky if I went one day or some shit like that. But I think when you told me when there's a bunch of resellers, I kind of just, you know, didn't even think about it. I just like, you know, fuck it. I don't even want to go there. But me and him and his son went one day, and we were just like, you know, let's just stop by since we're on the way to go to, you know, the mall or whatever. It's like passing the area, and we was like, fuck it, let's stop and walk through for an hour. So we did. And he was right. There's a shit ton of damn resellers there. Like, a lot of them know their prices. I know I ranted about this shit, like, in previous videos. And, you know, it's one thing when you look up prices on your phone, like, you know, eBay, and condition-wise, it's not good. And all, you know, I already said all this stuff. I picked up 2 games from there. This one, I was happy to get, but then I realized there was a sticker on the spine or in the artwork, and I didn't notice that when I was there. That's my fault though. But that was Burnout Dominator. I'm a big fan of the Burnout series. I just can't stand when GameStop did this, because there was a time when they would put the stickers on the cover art, and that's the most like annoying thing for them to do, because it's a pain in the ass to get off, and like 75% of the time you won't be able to get that shit off without damaging the cover art. I'm probably going to end up selling this for the time being. I paid $2 for that. This was $1, Heavenly Guardian for the Wii. I thought it was a pretty interesting game. I didn't have it in my collection, so I thought I'd pick it up for $1. She had another game there, like some Rabbids game. I don't know why I didn't pick it up. I should have just picked it up for the hell of picking it up, because it's $1. I normally don't see a lot of games for $1. Usually the price range for video games for me at flea market stuff is like between like the $2, $3, $4, $5 range. But usually when I come across a seller that sells them for $1, I would usually try to pick up as much as I can, but I just don't see that shit often. So Heavenly Garden for the Wii. Continuing on, back to my stomping grounds of flea markets, the 3 I always go to. Yeah, I scored some pretty decent stuff this time around. I'm very happy to say that I'm buying a lot of games. I would say I would have another solid month and a half of flea market season. When it starts getting cold in the mornings, I know like people still go out there, but it's not necessarily as much as it would be like during the summer. This summer has been a little different because the mornings, it's been getting really fucking hot. Like at 8 o'clock, the sun's out, it's blistering hot. I remember one Saturday morning I went to the flea market, and I thought personally I was early. I went there at around 7:45. I walked the aisles. It was like 8:15, 8:30, and it was getting hot as shit. And there was already people just packing up and, you know, packing up their stuff and leaving because they were complaining on how hot it is. I know this summer has been a little weird when it comes to the heat, but me personally, I do like it when it gets a little colder early in the mornings, because I feel like the flea market last longer. More sellers do come out, in my opinion. Not the same ones either, because I can tell the same faces that I see that sell during like the summertime, and like when it hits about August, late August, September, I don't see them no more, and I'll see other people. So yeah, picked up some decent stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and get started, not in no particular order, whatever I have here in my stack. So Halo 5 Guardians, picked this up for $5. Surprisingly, I didn't think he would let it go for $5. I thought he would have like 10 or 15 bucks, but I think he was just trying to get rid of the game. Still works, in good condition. Little dinged up on the case, but you know, I expect that on video games at the flea market, as long as it's not like rips or tears, nothing like that. So haven't played it yet. Been playing Halo for a long time. I've kind of lost track of the Halo series. I don't know. I kind of stopped paying attention after Halo 3. The story, like the campaign mode, I loved in 1, 2, and 3, and maybe a little bit of Reach. I think Halo Reach was like the last game in the series that I kind of paid attention to the story to, even though it wasn't anything to do with the main story with Master Chief. Halo 4 was decent. Me and my girlfriend played that for a little while. She likes playing Halo online. She likes playing the survival mode. I don't think it's called survival mode. It's called something else. But she enjoys playing that too, so we play that together. So I picked this up for, you know, for both of us to play and try. The Witcher 3, I have not played any of the Witcher games. I still have Witcher 2 for 360. Brand new seal, and I haven't even like cracked the seal on that game yet. Picked this up for $5. This guy at the flea market, he's like got tubs, like 6, 7, 8 tubs of games. It's not all sports games, but I think it's all like heavy hitter titles from 2016, 2015. I mean, he was selling them for $5 a piece, so you can't really complain about that price. That's a really good deal for the games that he was selling. I bought a couple games from him in the past, so I saw him again, so I picked up some more stuff. So The Witcher 3, very, very good shape with the slip cover. My friend told me this game is really, really good. He played it, and he told me to give it a try when I get the chance, which I probably will because it's on the Xbox One. I've been wanting to beef up my Xbox One collection. So with me being on the Xbox One a whole lot, I can play these games and, you know, and still talk to my homies on there at the same time. I don't see why I won't give this at least I wouldn't say playthrough, but, you know, a few hours of playtime just to see what it's like. I'm not trying to get into any games that are like massively long anyway, because, you know, I'm trying to give up RPGs right now. I just don't have the time for it. So we'll see how that goes. So the next game I picked up from the same guy, Super Mario 3D World. I picked up 2 copies of this game, sold the other one already, and pretty much made my money back to pay for this game and Witcher. Pretty much got those games for free, but kept this one. I don't know if there was a difference between the red case and the blue case. I sold the one with the blue case and kept the red one. I don't know if there's a difference between the 2 games or why one got a red case, one got a blue case. Very happy to get this. Usually when you see a Mario game, or when I see a Mario game at the flea market, there's always a Mario tax. Any Mario game you're looking at, you know, like if they're asking 5, Mario game comes up, you're looking at 10, 15, 20 bucks. So happy that he doesn't throw that tax in there. So next is Battlefield 1 for the Xbox One. This was 10 bucks. These next 3 games are the most expensive games I've paid for, basically. This is from one of those sellers that sells like a whole bunch of shit that has been returned or damaged packaging, shit like that. If you guys go to the flea markets, you'll probably see a trend of that. Over here, I see that a lot. It's always the same guy too. He's in the same spot, in the same aisle, every fucking weekend. So I always check his stuff. That's my main source when I get like rechargeable batteries and charging stations and stuff like that. Every now and then he'll get a box of video games. I don't have the stickers on here no more, but if I'm going through his stuff, sometimes you'll see games that have like a label on them or a receipt or something stuck to them that says, oh, not working or defected or exchanged or some shit like that. There would be some instances where the games do not work, and you know, if you bring it back to him, he'll exchange it for something else. But I always try to just take the chance anyways, because sometimes they do work, and this is one of those times. So Battlefield 1, loaded in, downloaded the DLC that took some time to do, played it for hours and had no issues. So $10. Very happy to get this. I know this is still quite an expensive game. I'm not big into Battlefield, but I really did enjoy the multiplayer. I haven't played any of the campaign mode yet. I've heard that's pretty dope, but you know, I'll take the time to hop into that later. But I just went straight into the multiplayer, which I thought was pretty cool. Definitely a different experience from like Call of Duty, because I've been used to playing Call of Duty games. So this is my first Battlefield game. Very happy to get that. A friend of mine went to that same dude different week. I didn't go that time. He took a picture of this and sent it to me and asked me if I wanted it, because I told him a couple times when we was like, you know, shopping at the Walmart at clearance and stuff, that I never see this game go on sale or hit clearance or nothing like that, and I don't understand why this game holds value. But he picked up Professional Farmer 2017, $10. I wanted to try it because I thought it was basically like the farming simulator games. I think this is from the same series. I don't know why it has a different name on it, but the farming simulator games like hold value pretty damn well. Don't know why, and honestly, I do not know why. I really want to try it. Like, it just seems like interesting. A farming game on the Xbox One. Thought I'd give that a try. He picked it up for me. $10. Paid him back. So okay, this is probably the best thing I found from that same dude. I asked $10 for it, which I'm surprised, because usually he'll be like, oh, $10 a disc. But I just showed him the box, Star Fox Zero, and for this game to be like buried under all the other shit, I'm surprised on how pretty decent of a shape that it's in. So I opened it up before I bought it. I thought it would be open or, you know, fucked up or something, but it isn't. Both games are still in here. Brand new seal. Very happy to get this. Don't know when I'll ever play it. I haven't played much Star Fox games except for like the Super Nintendo one, when that was like ages ago. So very happy to get this. Couldn't pass it up. At first I was thinking about selling it, but there's something about these like box games that I really have a soft spot for. Like those PS4 games like that come in like a box set. I just have a soft spot for those for some odd reason. Very happy to get this, $10. Don't know what it's going for right now. So the last of the games I'm very happy to get, well, before I get into that, I picked up Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 for PlayStation. This was $1, I believe. I'm very happy to get this. I'm a big fan of the Tony Hawk games, the very first two. I used to play the shit out of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. So I'm very happy to get this in the collection. I'm surprised I didn't have it yet, but it's in pretty good shape, complete. And this last set of games, I'm very happy to get in my collection. I didn't have majority of the games that came with this bundle. It was a Sega Dreamcast bundle. This guy was selling his video games. I was asking him how much he wanted for it. He actually wanted $40 for the set, the system, cord, one controller, rumble pack, and stack of games. And I was a little hesitant at first because I didn't know if the Dreamcast worked, because it looked kind of dirty. And I asked him if it worked. He said, yeah, it still works. It's been a while since I tested it, but the last time I did play it, it worked. So I'm like, okay. I was still going through the games, and he goes, you know what? I'll give it to you for $30 if you take it right now, like if you buy the whole bundle. So I was like, okay, I'll buy it. So took $30 out, gave it to him, and he had another Nintendo Wii sitting next to it, like with the controllers, pretty much all the hookups. I think he had like 4 Wiimotes, a bunch of other goofy accessories, the wheel for Mario Kart and all that other bullshit, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you know about, because the Wii accessories are fucking everywhere and it's just taking up space. But he was wanting like $60 for that, and he asked me if I wanted that. I was like, nah, I don't want that. I already have plenty of Wiis. I already went through a bunch of Wiis in my time. I don't need any more. I sold the system along with 3 games. It was House of the Dead 2, which I already have, and 2 other games from my collection that was disc only with the custom covers. Let me go ahead and show you guys what they were. These are the games I kept. Atari Anniversary Edition. Did not have this. I haven't played much Atari in my life. Maybe 1 or 2 games like Pong and shit like that. But didn't have that for the Dreamcast collection. So Sonic Adventure, this was one of the upgrades from my disc only with a custom cover art. Very happy to have that. I'm gonna have to replace a lot of these jewel cases though at some point in time. Suzuki All-Star Extreme Racing. Did not have that. Chicken Run. NFL Blitz 2000, which I thought I have, but I don't. Very happy to get this. Big fan of the NFL Blitz series. Q*bert and Centipede. So very happy to finally get some more titles from my Sega Dreamcast collection. So the Dreamcast now is just like one of those systems that if you see it anywhere or any kind of game, it's like expensive as fuck. Don't know why. So yeah, this video has gone long enough. I've actually got a good amount of stuff. I guess that's probably why. Thank you guys for watching and sticking through this video. I know it's kind of long. I'm sorry. I apologize. I do want to try to keep my videos kind of short. So until next time, guys, Lost Gamer 8519. Hope you're having a good day. Have a safe day or weekend, whatever this video falls on, whenever I upload it. So yeah, peace. Take it easy.